Yeah, guys, what's up, guys? This is Sangari, man. Welcome to Sangari channel. I just want to, share a few essential topic with you guys, concerning about the COVID-19. Probably we need to send a message to our people there in Africa, about what happening, concerning about the coronavirus. So we got, like the French people are taking, so many measures go and combat the coronavirus, go and infect our people back in Africa. So, this is just a piece of advice, to my African brothers and sisters. You know, it's for me, like, right now I'm speaking from France, we get all of the souls from France here. Everything that go on every day, we got, daily update from the channel, from the television. So we see so many things that go on in the country. Like the French people right now, they're planning to carry some vaccine, back home to Africa, carry vaccine to, go and infect our African brothers and sisters. The people already like they face the vaccine here, but instead of testing it here in Europe, they don't want to test it here in Europe, but they want to probably carry, back home to Africa to go and test it. Which is very bad because especially like the European country, we got so many people dying here. Like France right now have more than 7,000 deaths. You know, talk about Italy have almost like 11,000 deaths. Spain, why they can test the virus in those countries, but they want to take the vaccine from here. Why they can test the vaccine here? Like most of the countries that are affected here, they don't want to test the vaccine here, but they want to take it back and want to take it to Africa, go and test the vaccine there, which is wrong. As I get some souls, there's some guys that go and test it in this place in Senegal, test it on 3 kids. And out of your 3 kids they test the virus on, the vaccine on, they all die instantly. They all die instantly on the scene. So this is shocking. This is why we try to enlighten our people. They should stay away from any virus, any vaccine, given by those European in Africa. They should stay away from those vaccines. Nobody should take any vaccine from any European or even any black people. Because I guess they're going to use like the African French people here in Europe, going and distribute a vaccine, going, uh, carry on those vaccines process in Africa. They're not going to use white people because they always use their own people to fuck with you. So we got so many people of Senegal origin, like different African origin here in France or here in Europe. So they prefer using those people to carry in Africa and go and affect their own people. Why the vaccines cannot be tested here? The vaccine should be tested here. They shouldn't take the vaccine and carry back in Africa. Africa, we don't have so many cases. Africa, we don't have so many cases. Bulk of the cases right now, the epic center is right here in Europe. So the vaccine should be tested here in Europe, not in Africa. So this is just a piece of advice, to my African brothers and sisters, to see any vaccines for any European or any vaccine, say they want to carry on vaccination, to kids or any other body, any other person, like an adult. Nobody should accept any vaccine for anybody, because they just trying. Those people are jealous, They see a lot of European dying, and African are not dying like that. There's not much African dying. Like those European countries got 7,000, 11,000 deaths, 15,000 deaths. It's too much. So those people, like, they're jealous. They're seeing all this kind of death going on, and seeing African, there's not many people dying, So jealousy is a natural thing. So we should all be careful. We should all be careful. Nobody should take any vaccine for any other person, any other European, whether be a European or whether be a black person, because I guess they're going to use our own people, to carry on all this excess, all this, vaccination. So nobody should take any vaccine for anybody. Yeah, that's it. Shut up, guys. Keep safe.